Hello everyone, my name is Preciosa Simmons, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about the use of ArcGIS by the Geological and Mining Department of Suriname for mapping mining concessions. Okay, the following content that's what I will tell you about. Some facts of my beloved country Suriname, some facts also about the geological map of Suriname, the importance of mining for Suriname, and the use of ArcGIS for mapping. Here you can see a beautiful map of my Suriname. It's on the north coast of South America, formerly known as Dutch Guyana. We are bordered by Guyana and French Guyana. We have a tropical rainforest. As you can see, tropical rainforest that goes together with deep weathering. So we have a lot of weathered rocks. That is very important for our geological analysis. And we also have then, of course, our natural resources, which is very important for the mining sector. You can see primarily that is written on the slide, gold exploration. We also did have a lot of bauxite. Yes, bauxite mining, but that has now stopped, which I will tell you about later. And also some hydrocarbon production, better known as oil, that is done by a state oil company. Here there is a simplified geological map of Suriname. The green color actually illustrated the green schist sediments. The green schist rocks are nothing else. They are related to our gold mining. It's very important. As you can see here, predominantly in the northeast, the green sediments are very overlaid. So, of course, the Geological and Mining Department of Suriname has a lot of mining concessions that are mapped here in this area. And of course, we have our other rocks, different kinds of rocks that are also well known in other countries like igneous rocks, metamorphic rocks, as you can see here. Now, why did I choose this topic? Okay, mining is very important for Suriname. And why? Because our national income is based upon the mining sector. So, the export of oil, gold, and of course, alumina, as you can see here in this diagram, illustrates the income for Suriname. Of course, this is dependent on the international prices for the different ores like gold, oil, and of course gold. Okay, and like I stated earlier, the bauxite mining has stopped in Suriname, and as you can see here, only in 2014, but in a slight bit of production in 2015, and in 2016, 2017, there is no mining of bauxite. Suralco, that is a company, their main company is Alcoa in the United States. They have stated that um, in January of this year, 2017, that they stopped mining bauxite in Suriname. So that's why the mining sector is now predominantly focused on oil and alumina as the generating income for Suriname. So the use of ArcGIS. In the word ArcGIS, there is GIS. Now, GIS means Geographical Information Systems. And Geographical Information System, you can hear geography, that means you have to do with mapping. And information systems, that has to do with ICT. So, they developed a computer software that is done by ISRI. That is the company in the United States that is the developer of this software. They did this, and with GIS, ArcGIS, you can then actually have your maps, you have your data, and you can link it together. Now, previously mapping was done by hand, maps were drawn. So when you wanted to edit something or you wanted to change something, you had to draw the map again, and that took a lot of time. Now with ArcGIS, that is actually now history. So as you can see here on the slide, ArcGIS provides a lot of information and tools for you which you can use with your information that you have in a database. And of course, database is very important. You need to know your data. In other words, garbage in, garbage out. If your data is wrong, you can make thousands of maps, but those maps will have the wrong information. Then, in other words, the wrong information is then displayed in the form of maps. So you have to take very good care of your data. Now, with this, mapping can be done easily, and with ICT nowadays, you have the tablets, you have the laptops, you even have your phones, which you then can easily link to with the website I'm going to show you later on, and then you can call up the data, of course. And as they say, you can quickly see where things are and what is happening. GIS also has ArcGIS also has the option that you can incorporate it with satellite imagery. So you have in real time, you can display your maps with what is happening in real time also. Okay, the use of ArcGIS with Suriname's mining concessions. Okay, previously, like I said, mapping was done by hand. So all of these concessions were drawn on a map at the Geological and Mining Department of Suriname. So if you had to change coordinates, yes, you would work on the same map. And you can know what happens on paper, and with time, you know what happens with paper. So also, if you wanted to quickly add it with some other information, for example, from Ministry of Forestry, um, you had to add it with GIS. ArcGIS has the ability to overlay maps. So you, of course, the other map also has to be in some similar format, of course, but then it's easily overlaid. So you can have those two maps, a forestry map and a geological or mining concession map together. Easily done. Okay, so the GMD had the database, and of course the database was done in Microsoft Access. Other information was also in Microsoft Excel, but ArcGIS has the ability to obtain the information from Access or Excel. So the GMD then acquired the ArcGIS software with license key from NV Kistat. They are the authorized dealer of ArcGIS in Suriname from the dealer Esri in the United States. So then, now, mapping could be done, but it wasn't actually put online yet. So if you wanted to look at something, you go to the GMD and then you can see it on their LCD screen, or they could print something out for you. It's on a map. But in August 2017, the Ministry of Natural Resources decided to make this a global thing, so worldwide, put it worldwide on the internet, and then the launching of the website was done. Here on the screen, you can see the URL, website address, which is hosted on the Esri server. Now here you can see the homepage of the Geological and Mining Department website. You can see you have a web app, the story map. Here they have pointed out the geological map. You can then browse easily through this and see what is going on. Here is the concession map, which is for gold and building materials. You also have other mapping concessions like net dimension stone also here. I clicked on the very important one, well known. It's some little bit like a V shape. This is the exploitation concession of iron gold, Roosevelt Gold Mines. They are very known in the world. And as you can see the GMD number that it has, and AU, that is the chemical symbol for gold, and that is an exploitation concession. So this is then, when you further click on it for information, this is then the table. Well, other information is displayed about this mining concession. So in ArcGIS, you have the ability to relate the table, link the table with the map. And this is then called a relational joint table. Previously, other softwares didn't have that, so this is very easy. You have then your data linked to your map. So you don't have to go look it up separately, open Access or Excel for that matter. So you can see all the different information the GMB has displayed, like when was the first concession given out. Okay, you can see here they still have this in Dutch. So for people that don't understand Dutch, it's a bit difficult, but I think people can get the global picture. Here you see the acres, total acres of what the exploitation concession is about. Now, story mapping. I mean, you guys know what a diary is. You can write your things down, put some drawings, put some maps. No. Esri has the ability also that included story mapping. So you can then put your maps and then tell the story about what you did. Besides map, you can see on Esri they also have people putting pictures and explaining. For example, there are story maps about archaeology. There are story maps also about people doing their travels and telling them where they're going, putting the map, putting the pictures, and explaining. This is about the GMD, so of course this will be only related to the Geological and Mining Department of Suriname. Here you can see a picture of the mine they posted here. This is the two Halpack trucks riding on a Halpack road. Of course, then they give you here a bit of explanation about uh, mining concessions in Suriname, what you can do on it, and how you can obtain it, the different types of concessions you can acquire. So again, this is in Dutch, but I think later on they'll probably put it in English so that it can really be understood by people that are not Dutch speaking and cannot read Dutch. Okay, so Esri has combined this, so this is very nice. It has, like I already stated, multiple ways to interact. Harness the power of maps to do it, so you can tell it by mapping and pictures. Very nice. So geography is related to your storytelling. Okay, beneficiaries of the GMD website. I mean, they're gonna put up a website, but who can look at? Students for research. Now, previously, if students wanted some research about mapping, they had to go to the GMD. Nowadays, they can just easily link on this, click on this link, and then see all the miners concessions, the information that is displayed. Investors, if you're in Australia, for example, you're interested in obtaining concession in Suriname, you can click on this and see already if the area you're interested is still a free area for you to obtain. Entrepreneurs, of course, who wants to start a company is interested in mining, they can also come and check this website out. And other ministries in Suriname that are doing also concessions in other areas, for example, building permits, forestry, and also archaeology. I mean, when you're issuing a permit, you got to check if maybe it's already a mining concession. Then you know you have to contact the GMD and see how this can then work out, if it's possible, especially if it's within the law. That's very important to note. So, and what I mean by here, in example, you can do then the overlaying of a forestry map that's also in a GIS format with the mining concessions mapping, and then you can see if you have something. So this is really working for building up the relationships between other ministries also, and also worldwide people interested in for a mining concession in Suriname. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for listening to my talk about this topic. Suriname is a beautiful country. I love it. I live and work there. It's a land of ICT and uprising, as you can read on my slide. And I took this topic because mining is the very important sector for income in Suriname. So I chose it as an example of a governmental agency using ArcGIS for their mining concessions in Suriname. So thank you very much and have a nice day.